The 2007 KTM 200XC is a light, agile mountain goat that is a blast to ride and getting harder to find. It's a 200cc two-stroke with the standard KTM features, including a Brembo hydraulic clutch and Brembo front and back brakes that provide excellent feel and stopping power. Once you get used to a hydraulic clutch, you'll never want to go back again. The power of the motor is pretty amazing. It can be lugged with no problems, allowing you to crawl over very technical terrain, but the revs will pick back up as soon as you twist the throttle. I added a Rekluse clutch to mine early on, which meant the engine would not die. It has a nice but short mid-range hit, and you're revving out to a strong top end in no time. It's much easier to manage the power compared to a two-stroke motocross bike that's either on or off. You can short shift to stay off the power band or ride it like a screaming banshee. The 200XC is happy with either. The transmission is a fairly smooth shifting 6-speed. It's a good thing the hydraulic clutch and transmission are easy to work, since this bike does require a bit of shifting. You can hit the power band quickly with the short mid-range, so be ready to use those gears. But the motor does have a surprising amount of flexibility. It has a light and free revving feel along with a strong bottom end. So while it's easy to accelerate as fast as you can steer, the bike is happy to lug around and is not jumpy at all. You can adjust the power band and connect a map switch to have two different ignition settings. I've never bothered with the map as I was happy with how the bike performed as is. My bike also had the FMF full exhaust, which made that great two-stroke sound even better, while idling or while on the pipe and in the power band. The XCs were made to ride on trails or the occasional motocross track and can handle both. I mostly rode trails with this bike, although I did get on a few tracks. While on the track, the bike felt light and fast with plenty of power to come out of turns or cruise over jumps, at least with my skill level. It was happy to tackle and ride over any type of terrain I could find. On faster and rocky double track, the handling did feel a bit twitchy. This is the only bike I've ever ridden with a steering stabilizer, so I'm not sure if that had something to do with it, or if it was the shorter wheelbase and lightweight. To me, it felt so light that on gravel or sandy terrain, it didn't seem stable, and it made me ride slower with less confidence compared to other bikes like my friend's CRF 250X or the KTM 250 XCFW I now have. But the more technical and slower the trail, the easier the bike was to ride. I have a small skill park in my backyard that I used to practice on my mountain bike. This XC was so light, agile, and easy to ride slow, I could ride it over the mountain bike obstacles almost like a bike, and it was great practice. The ergonomics of the bike were very comfortable for me. I'm right at 6 feet tall with a 33-inch inseam and always felt good on the bike. It was easy to sit, stand, or move around the cockpit as needed, especially standing while riding slowly on or over technical terrain. 200XC has WP forks up front and PDS rear shock in the back. It has amazing ground clearance with the PDS, so you can ride over about anything with no worries for scraping or dragging. Overall, this bike is surprisingly capable and really fun to ride. Unfortunately, KTM dropped the 200 and the 150 XCW is now carrying the torch. I've not ridden one, but I heard it doesn't have as flexible a motor as the 200 and definitely is not as good on the low end. I regret selling mine and have my eye out just in case I come across a good deal on a 200 XCW with electric start. Thanks for watching.
You want to go back? We can try to go back, or we can try to